Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Indigo Sage, and this is Tarot Spills the what? The Tea. Tarot Spills the Tea. And this is yet another addition to the Why Are They Here? This is the series that I do on new housewives or new members of the Bravo family when they join a cast, and I want to understand what made them join this cast. Okay, so this is Monica Garcia from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Trust me, even if you are watching Salt Lake City or not, or whether you are a fan of Monica's or not, there is something for you here, especially if you are a fan of tarot. Okay, so it is beautiful how tarot breaks this all the way down and spills the tea. And I'm just happy that I'm the one that gets to bring it to you. All right, so let's go ahead and sage this out. Okay, so once again, I am Indigo Sage, and let me set this up for you guys real quick because I'm gonna tell you I did not do background research on her. Monica Garcia, like I said, is a woman. You know what? Let me tell you why. Hold on, okay? Because I normally don't even cut myself off like the way I just, but I was more interested in the cards and how the cards were telling her story to where it took up a lot of time, so here we are. Okay, I'd rather on my tarot channel show and highlight how tarot works and how beautiful it is versus giving her background. All right, and truthfully, at this point, we're almost at the end. I think they may have filmed the reunion already. I think we already seen their reunion outfits, and so I think when the reunion outfits come out, the reunion is done already. Either way, we are way far into the season, but I still wanted to know what brought her there because she is deep and dark and interesting to me. Okay, because what I thought of her on the surface, it seems to not be it. All right, but her name is Monica Garcia. She has 3 or 4 daughters. This is her first season on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She was associated with Jen Shaw. She was Jen Shaw's assistant. And if you guys don't know who Jen Shaw is or whatever, maybe you should look her up and see how, it was like, wow, that's how you got on the show, from a criminal, allegedly, or whatever. But the woman has been convicted and she's in jail, Jen Shaw. But this is supposedly her assistant. She came on saying that she knew a whole bunch of stuff about them and she was going to spill it. And then we got a whole other can of worms that wasn't even that. And I just love how tarot tells the story so beautiful. So without further ado, let's just sage this out. Okay? And that's it. Let's go. Okay, you guys. So this reading is going to be juicy and I love it. Okay, this is something I can really sink my teeth into. Now, we have for the past, and just in case I gotta remind you guys, we do 5 positions with a bonus. All right, so that makes 6. Today I got 7, and then I got another bonus. Okay, so that's all coming at the end. But the first one up is the past position. The card in the past position is what happened in the past that has influenced the present. Okay, this is what was in their mind as they did what they did in the present, and how it comes out in the question. And of course, my question is, what made Monica Garcia decide to join Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? All right. So it showed up her past that influenced this decision. Okay. That influenced the decision from the past is Queen of Pentacles. In what? Reverse. Now, Pentacles is the coin. The coin is the money, honey. Okay? So it's about money. Now, the queen is a nurturer of whatever it is that she's holding, okay? Because all four suits have a queen and they are nurturing it. And so this is a nurture, helping things to grow. You know what I'm saying? This is money. So something in the past has to do with money and her trying to nurture it, but it's in reverse. What that means is that she's bad with money, and it indicates a moment when she acted too superficially or materialistically in the past. All right. All right. And let me tell you guys too, I have clarifiers for this, but the way I'm going to do this reading is I'm going to do all of the main cards first, then I'm gonna double back with the clarifiers of it, because I this is how this reading is coming across for me. So again, her past that influenced this decision was she's taking with her is that she was bad with money. Okay, that's what it has to do with. Okay, okay, you guys. Now we are at the present. Okay, and the present card is also reversed. Now let me tell y'all, because I don't think I said this yet. Honey child, sweetie pie, let me put some in your eye. Let me tell y'all something. Okay? All of her cards were what? Reversed. All of her cards were reversed except for one. And y'all know a read like this? Oh, it tickles my fancy. And I can't wait to get to the one reverse, because when you have every single card in your reading reversed, and then one turns up in the upright. Oh, I can't wait to get to that one, because that energy is like, I'm here and I ain't going nowhere, and I'm popping the most. Here's what it is. Like, if one card refused to be reversed, I love it. I love to read that card to see what that card is talking about, because that card is like, I'm here and I mean it. Okay, all of it. Now for all the cards to be reversed, woo, that's not necessarily a good sign, because all cards reversed could mean you're hiding something, you're denying something. Basically, you don't want, because reverse cards can mean a few different things depending on the situation and how it comes out in the reading. But when they're all reversed, for me in my readings, that means you're hiding, lying, or denying. Okay, I didn't mean for them all to rhyme, but it means you're hiding, lying, or denying. Okay, when all of them are, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and all of them were except for one. But we're gonna get to that. We'll get to it. So for the present, which is the direct response to the question of why did she decide to join the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, is represented by the Eight of Cups. What in reverse? Now the Eight of Cups, let me tell you something. The Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups upright. I don't know why I'm laughing. This ain't funny, because this is actually sad. Eight of Cups upright is like, oh my God, cups represent love and emotions, and your feelings, you and your feelings. And the Eight of Cups in the traditional deck, because you guys know I have many different decks, and I have spirit guide me on the deck to choose, and I read off of imagery. Okay, so all of my old heads, my sages, you guys already know that. Anyone new listening to this, I welcome you. Okay, and so here it is. I go off of imagery. This imagery is not the traditional Rider Waite, but this is the imagery that suits her, because I asked Spirit to give me the deck to work with. So in the Rider Waite, they're stacked. They're carefully stacked up, the cups. And this one, as you can see, they're not. And also in the traditional one, the Eight of Cups, you can see they're stacked, and you can see a person walking away. They way in a distance. They done left already. Okay, so this one is completely different because he has a wand in his hand. Okay, and the wand represents. I'm gonna tell you, this is like a crossover because the wand represents like a spark of an idea. It represents action, fire, action. Okay, so you can already see she got the fire and the action. She hasn't walked away, and them cups ain't stacked, so it's a mess. Do you see them cups as a mess? They are a mess. So with the influence being money, her not, being good with money was the influence for this. You can see them cups ain't stacked. It's a mess. But she got an idea and she want to take action on it because that's where that wand is. Okay, come on, somebody. All right, understand this. This is what this is in the present. This is why she really, it looks like to me, she really didn't have a clear idea. She just had an idea and said, I'm going to get it. I'm gonna do it. And I know my cups ain't stacked up good in the back. Like, but really she has that to her back, and it's not like she's aware of the mess, but she's like, I'm just gonna hide this right now. And I'm just gonna go forth. I'm just gonna go forth. I'm gonna hide it. Hiding could be the reason why the card was in reverse. Right here we have what the best of it would be in her mind to join. And it was also in what? Reverse. It was in reverse too. Okay. But I'm bringing it to you guys in the upright so that we can analyze these photos, these images. All right. So in reverse, let me say it means that she's feeling immature, emotionally unstable, or disappointed in a relationship. And I put Jen in parentheses because I feel like that's the relationship she's probably disappointed in. Okay, let's just face it. Let's just face it. And for all we know, Jen could have possibly promised her that she would put her on the show to help her out. I don't know, somewhere I feel like that was in there. That was thrown in there. I feel like that was thrown in there somewhere. She never said it. I just feel it. So, I'm saying it. Anyway, and allegedly and all of that. But look at this photo. I totally understand how this is the best of her decision because she's holding a cup, all right? A cup of love. So first of all, this is the page, all right? The page of cups, which means that you're beginning. So the ace means you have an idea. The page means you are embarking on, you're beginning to try to bring the idea that you have or the feelings that you have forward, okay? So look at them. It looks like to me that this page has just knocked on the door and he's trying his best to appear confident in it. Look at how he's standing. Look like he just knocked on the door. He's holding a cup, which is the emotions and everything and the things that he knows and feels. He's holding it in his hand, ready to present it to someone. And when they are facing to the right, which is what he's doing, that means forward, future. That means future. Okay, so a little breakdown. When they're facing forward, where we see their eyes, that means present. When they're facing left, that means they're looking in the past. When they are facing right, that means they're looking in the future. Okay, so this page is looking in the future and holding in their hand what they can offer for the show. And they knocked on the door. I feel like it's a door there that they knocked on. And just look at how he's standing. He's nervous. He got his belt in his hand. Like that's that Louis Vuitton purse. Okay, he got a little gold belt. Y'all look closely. Y'all know I love images, so walk with me, talk with me. Come on. His right hand, he's holding the cup of what he's want to offer. All right. And what it looks like to me, he knocked on that door to say, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. Y'all agreed to, I called y'all. Y'all agreed to have an interview with me. I'm so happy I'm here. He did that. He did the knocking with his left hand. And the left side, if you guys don't know too, and this is something about left-handed people, they use the right side of the brain. And the right side of the brain is in charge of creativity. Now, I don't know if she's left-handed, but I'm just going off of this image, and she's using the left hand to knock on the door of opportunity. Anyway, I know that's a little off just little knowledges, little pieces of knowledge that I'll be throwing in there sometime. I can't help it. But the point is, with his left hand, he knocked and then held that belt with that buckle. If you look closely, he got a gold buckle on the belt. And that to me represents that Louis Vuitton purse that she bought so she could feel like she was a part of that group. Okay? But that's the best of it, would be them accepting her cup, what she has to offer, and I guess seeing that with that belt buckle that, she belongs. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's trying to do. That's the best of her decision that she made to join. Let's keep going. Now, this one was kind of sad to me. So what's the worst? It was also what in the reverse? Okay, I told y'all all her cards was in reverse. Okay. But the worst was in reverse, and it's Six of Cups. Now, Six of Cups usually means nostalgia, and even though it's in reverse, it still means nostalgia. And it's surrounded by kids and children and nostalgia, and like usually it's kind of, they refer, when it's in the upright, usually people refer to it like, oh, when you were growing up. However, in this reading, I feel like I got a strong feeling of her thinking about her kid, okay? And I feel like she is trying to make money for her kid, point blank period. The worst would be if she can't, okay? She's trying to get money to help her children out. It's about her children, but I think where she went left at is because see, I can see it's about her children through this reading, okay? I didn't see that before. She didn't tell us before. Like, she just said, oh, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm trying to make it, I'm a single mom. But, like, she really didn't say, like, and I know she can't break the fourth wall. So I know she can't say, I'm doing this for my kids. But this is more, when I saw this worst card and it's all reverse and stuff and it's about kids and stuff, I was like, oh, the worst would be, because she already knows that she's risking a lot and putting her children in an awkward and uncomfortable position for her to be on television and tell their life. She wants it to be worth it. The worst. Since this card, now you see the card all upright and everything, they all in the garden, it's cups of love, and they planting flowers, everything is flourishing, it's beautiful. This was in the reverse. So the reverse means, for the worst, that this would turn out bad for her children, that this would not flourish as she planned. Okay, because she has plans and she planned all of this. And so if this affected her children negatively, or not even affected them negatively per se, but if this if this plan for her to get on here and expose her life and for it to be worth it would mean to her that she would be able to be on over and over again, like invited back after this season and after this season, and like really make a name for herself and stamp herself into the spirit, saying like Lisa Barlow, like Heather, like Whitney, like Meredith. Like, she wants to be a staple in it. She wants to become like the face of, okay, dare I say, okay. And if that doesn't happen, then she doesn't feel like it was worth it. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Now, what's to come was 10 of Cups, and it is also in what? Reverse. It was also in reverse. Okay, so I know y'all like, well, dang, which card was up right? Because what? All of these have been reversed. We getting there. So what's to come was 10 of Cups, and it was in reverse. Now, 10 of Cups is a beautiful card. Everybody wants this card, okay? Everybody wants this card. When you're focused on love and relationships and healing and mending, everybody wants a 10 of Cups. Beautiful card, because cups represent love and emotions, and the 10 is what we aspire to. Like, that's the rainbow, okay? That is the rainbow, or that's what's at the end of the rainbow of love. All right. But it was in reverse. So although she imagined herself in a lovely, peaceful relationship, the fact is that she feels estranged and alienated. That's what it means to be in reverse. That's what's to come. That's what's to come. Okay. And she was aiming, like I said, we all do aim for the 10 of Cups. That means it's a completed, like, lovely, just the highest of love that you're receiving. 10 of Cups. It was in reverse. But of course, that's what she wanted, but it was in reverse. She didn't want it in reverse, but that's what she managed to do. And if you guys watch the show, then you probably have formed your opinion already on how and why she's managed to do it. But I'm gonna tell you something. Some of you guys are wrong with assessing that her issue with her mom is not, because her issue with her mom and her exposing it is playing out big time, and it's a serious thing. To have a narcissistic mother is a whole different beast that if you have never experienced it, then you have no idea. And I can totally tell by people talking about it when they review the show that they've never had a narcissistic mother, which bless your heart, you don't want one. And number two, they don't know anyone personally who has had a narcissistic mother. Okay. On that recent episode, I knew when she looked at her phone and ran out the van, before she said what happened, I knew exactly what happened. Her mom got in touch with them and they said, you can't come no more. I knew that's what happened. I knew that's what happened. I knew it instantly. They do that. That is a clear-cut sign. And the thing is, I'm not getting ready to go into narcissism and all that kind of stuff. It bothers me just slightly when I see people talking about her and saying that it might be fake, her issues with her mom. It's not. It's very real. And I don't know. I guess it just bothers me just because I know that it's real. But I do have to understand that not everyone has any kind of inkling about what a narcissistic mother is all about. But if you are so inclined, and if you really don't believe her, and even if you do believe her, look up narcissistic mother. Just go ahead and do it if you have time, and then you'll understand why that was all so real. She's not making it up. And so, now let me say this, and then we are going to move on to the next card. But I would have never, ever brought a narcissistic mother onto a television show, period. That's where she went wrong. But I have a feeling that she told the producers all of this, and that was one of the ways that she had her foot in the door. It was not Jen Shaw necessarily on how she had her foot in the door, because as you notice, after the first episode, she ain't mentioned Jen Shaw no more at all. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Let's be honest. After she mentioned her the first episode, she never mentioned her again. So her foot in the door had something to do with her mother, and her mother must know it, and her mother is acting all the way up. And she probably is regretting every night when she, lay her head down on her pillow that she used her mother to come in, because that is painful shit. And my thing is, she's the one that decided to use her mother to come onto the show. Let's continue though. Let's continue. All right. So the energy influence is what I like to call like the bonus card. Because the energy influence is what influenced all of the cards I just read. Okay. And that's very important because it's like the root of the tree. All right. Without the roots, you don't have a tree. The roots, are the beginning and where everything comes from. The trunk, the branches, the leaves, the flowers, the fruit. Everything comes from the root. If you don't have a root, you don't have a tree. Period. Okay. So we have to discuss the root of it all, which is the energy influence. Her energy influence is Two of Wands. And guess what, y'all? This was the only card upright. This was the only card upright in this reading right here, like this. Right here, like this. And it's a good one. This is her roots, her energy influence, and it means striking out on a journey or a new path. Okay, so she had fire in her to do it. Wands represents fire. It's that fire, okay? She got that fire. But when you get to the Two of Wands, that's action. That's like, okay, I'm getting ready to do this. I am getting ready to do this. And if you look, he still has that wand, that wand in his hand that he had when we were at the present. When he had that wand in his hand with the Eight of Cups. And remember I said he got a wand in his hand, y'all. He still got that same wand in his hand, y'all. And his energy influence is Two of Wands, is taking action. He's going on this journey, this new path and he's fired up about it. He's going to do it. Okay. So the energy influence ties right into the present. He still has that same wand in his hand. She's fired up to go on this show to get money for her children, but she's going to use her mother to do it for her storyline, to get money for her children. And I think she's gonna regret it to do it that way. I do. Because she should not have included her mother. Let's continue. Here's something that I did that I don't always do, but hey, it was speaking to me, okay? So the energy influence, I looked under that card, which also clarify, it just goes back further and further and further. You can like look under cards as much as you want. So the energy influence, I stopped right here, but the energy influence I wanted to share with you guys. The energy influence under the energy influence, okay, because the energy influence was the upright Two of Wands. What was under it was the King of Pentacles in reverse. Pentacles is about money. So this is even further about money. Her energy is based on money. This just confirms even more what I was talking about. It's based on money, okay? And it was in reverse. All her cards were in reverse except for that go-getter card. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is like, I'ma get it, I'ma get it, I'ma what get it, I'ma get it, I'ma get it, I'ma what get it, I'ma get it, I'ma get it, I'ma get it, get it. That was the only card that was upright. Okay, so King of Pentacles was that's not funny. King of Pentacles was in reverse as well. And to me, that matches up with where we started. Where did we start, y'all? We started with the Queen of Pentacles, didn't we? Yes, we did. And the King of Pentacles came out. And that was in reverse. And that means that you or someone in your life has an obsession with material possession. Her mother does, and it affected her in this way. That's how I feel about it. That's that energy. Because why is she so obsessed with material possessions? And if you've been watching the show, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, then you did see in the very beginning that she sat her mom down and said, and cried and said, oh my God, I felt like I had to buy a Louis Vuitton bag. She, in that moment, and I didn't know it before I did this reading, but she was blaming her mom for her feeling like she had to buy a Louis Vuitton bag and be around these women. She's blaming her mom. Get into it. That's the whole reason why they had that conversation. That's the whole reason why she said that to her. Can you imagine any other reason why she said that to her? Why did she say that to her? She wants her on the show, and she decided the way she was going to bring her on the show was, I'm going to confront you about the way you've made me feel all my life. And one of the first things is she made her feel like materialistic things made the person. So one of the first conversations we saw with Monica and her mother was Monica telling her that she felt like she had to buy a Louis Vuitton bag in order to keep up with the women. And then she sat back and looked at her mom like, what you got to say about that? And we didn't get it. We didn't get it. But I get it now that I see this reading. Her mom is behind all of this materialistic push. Okay? Okay. Let's continue. Here is where I'm going to ask you guys real quick to please click like and subscribe, but stay tuned because it gets even better, okay? We dig in and dive in even deeper with the clarifiers. This was a very, very good reading, and it just really, I'm so happy I'm back, y'all. Okay, this reading, I was just like, oh my gosh, I love these cards. My tarot decks, I have so many different tarot decks. I was able to work with 2 different tarot decks, and we got the reversals and the uprights and all the meanings, and we dive in even deeper. Okay, but please go ahead and click like and subscribe just to show me, if anything, that you are watching me, you appreciate it. Either way, I am back. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys, so I am starting with the clarifiers of it all. And I did a slightly different format because sometimes, most of the time, I will read the card and then do the clarifier immediately after. But the way this story developed, the way this tarot reading developed, I wanted to give you guys the front cards first. The first cards first for the whole story so that when I begin to clarify it, it will make more sense. Okay, okay. So the first card to be clarified, of course, is the past card. The card that was in the past position was Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right. That is clarified by what? Yet another queen. Okay. This queen is clarifying this queen. All right. And I'm going to tell you right now, like with the queens, I see this first queen, Queen of Pentacles, in reverse as Monica, and this second queen clarifying it is the Queen of Swords, and she also was in the reverse. Now, when the arrival of this card does not describe you, as in her, okay, it is usually referencing someone close in their life, either past or present, who has wielded such devastating and abusive power over them, okay? They may now be feeling the effects of that unfortunate occurrence and struggling to deal with the emotions in their quest to avoid becoming just like them, okay? Get all the way into it. Get all the way into it now, okay? So Monica doesn't want to be like her mama. And this is clarifying the past. This is why she's so steadfast on being the Queen of Pentacles. Her mom has been the Queen of Pentacles in the past over her, okay? Sitting up there, having control over her vehicle and taking it, giving it and taking it and all that kind of stuff. That's a materialistic thing. And Monica's mom has had control over all of that. Monica, an underlying reason why it appears that she wanted to come on this show was to, and why she was scratching and surviving, because she was scratching in any way possible. And you'll see that in a minute, if you haven't already. But she wants to distinguish herself as in different than her mom, not like her mom. She's trying desperately not to be like her mom. And she wants to free herself. Let's just put it out there. She wants to free herself from being under her mom's financial wing. Okay? Okay. Now, here is the present clarifier. All right, and it's the Eight of Wands. I'm happy that it was upright, but even with it being upright, honey, this is still hey, a rush of emotions moving real fast. Okay, Eight of Wands, as you can see, they're thrown in the air. Look at the picture. Eight just thrown, pew 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 pew. Eight of them just thrown in the air, aimlessly, but it's fast motion, like aimlessly. Okay, so to further break down what, oh, and it's clarifying another eight, which was Eight of Cups. Okay, so I want to tell y'all real quick what 8 means, because each number means something in the tarot. All right. So the number 8 describes boundaries, limitations, and situations that are overtly rebellious. All right. 8 in tarot depicts a situation where you can gain by simply understanding the boundaries in any given situation in your life. All right. So in the present, she got 2 8s. So, all right. The Eight of Wands illustrates how having too many options can often simply lead to chaos. We can see that she has been all over the place with her intentions from when she first came on the show and threatened in her confessional to tell everyone's secret that she was told by Jen before Jen went to jail. Now, where did those individual secrets go? Monica was all over the place with vengeance from the past, which is why those cups fell over all over the place instead of being stacked as the original Rider Waite would show. And when I refer to the cups, I'm talking about what we are clarifying, which is the Eight of Cups in the present. It was in reverse, but even you can see the picture. The cups are normally stacked. They have fallen, they're not even stacked, okay? And it's not even like they fell over. They just look like they just messy, okay? They're just messy. And then the energy behind it is the Eight of Wands coming in fast and chaotic, all right? But it's upright. So that tells me, since 8 is about boundaries, she went into this, even though it looks chaotic and it's fast and furious, she went in it thinking, and this is just me, my interpretation, I gotta get this money. I'm going to get this money so that I can create boundaries with my mom. Because if I have money, I will be financially independent. of her. Okay. So that was her hope, her wish, and her dream. That's what it looked like. Let's continue. All right. So this card is clarifying the best of the situation. What she felt like the best of the situation would be when she joined this show was Page of Cups, and as I already explained, that was if she was knocking on the door, and that was if they accepted her, if she got a foot in. Okay, a foot in. This is what the best would be, which was Page of Cups, and that was reversed. And I also think that her cards were reversed for lack of confidence. All right, because sometimes cards are reversed because they still may carry the same meaning but at a lesser value, if that makes any sense to you guys. Okay, where are my tarot heads at? Where are my tarot heads at? Okay, but yeah, but at a lesser value. And this Page of Cups, as confident as this man looks, it was in reverse. So I do feel like she felt that way. It was just at a lesser level. Anyway, it's clarified, and I know that because it's well, I knew that already when I saw it, but it's clarified by 9 of Wands. Okay, and this is a positive card that has overtones of success, responsibility, grit, determination, tenacity, and courage. Okay, this card may suggest, though, one final conflict before a victory. All right, so it's as if this is a showdown. Once again, who would this be a showdown with? She don't know those women, but what's her storyline? All right, need I say more? So it's as if it's one final showdown with her mom. I mean, all these cards are saying it. I'm just showing y'all, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. And here we are at the worst, what she saw as the worst that could happen if she joined the show. And this is clarifying the Six of Cups in reverse. And I already explained that was about her children. She was trying to, somewhere in here, she is telling herself that she's doing this for her kids and she's trying to provide for her kids. And I understand that financial independence for your children, you know, so that your children are not affected anymore. Because at a certain point, even in an abusive relationship, no matter who it's with, if there's children involved, you don't even like care about yourself anymore per se. You're just trying to protect your children. Like, you can do whatever you want to do to me, but just don't touch the kids. Don't hurt the kids. It becomes all about the kids if kids are involved, if you are in an abusive relationship. You'll take it, whatever that abuse may be, but you know, just don't hurt the kids. So I kind of see that dynamic going on when I look at the cards for the worst. And I've already explained that. And so the clarifier is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So what she saw as the worst was Six of Cups, reverse. The clarifier for that is Four of Pentacles, also reversed. The Four of Pentacles reversed typically represents the negative attributes of greed, materialism, and extreme amounts of what? Self-protection. I'm going to say that again. Extreme amounts of self-protection. The card can represent the strong presence of these things or the release and freedom from their effect. And I'm gonna be honest, I think the reason why like it is in the reverse is because I think Monica has a little bit of this stuff in her. I do. And she's fighting it, all right? But overall, she's trying to gain freedom from it. But look at what she's doing to gain freedom from her mom's materialistic behavior. She's going more materialistic. She went on a TV show and first thing she did was bought a Louis Vuitton purse. So what's going on? What's going on? You tell me what's going on, okay? All right, so now we are at what's to come. This clarifier is Two of Swords. And now is a good time for me to tell you guys that the deck that I use to clarify is called Before Tarot. So it plays on the images and uses the images of Rider-Waite as inspiration for it, but it's before tarot. So as you look at this card right now, the Two of Swords, you can see that she hasn't even sat down yet. She hasn't picked up the two swords yet. She's barely wrapping, she's actually wrapping her eyes with that bandana, okay, so that she can sit and be blind and all of that. She hasn't done it yet. This is the before tarot deck. I love it. I love it. And I was guided to use it, and I can definitely see why in this picture. because she's clarifying the Ten of Cups in reverse. And the Ten of Cups in reverse, talked about how that should, upright, it means peaceful and a lovely relationship. But in reality, with it being reversed, it means she feels estranged and alienated. And that's what's to come, all right, which is cold-blooded. But it's clarified by the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords can be considered a blessing. This puts control of your future squarely in your own hand. This indicates a developing ability to rise up against manipulative people, users, and others who want to tell you what to do. Okay? Okay, so the Two of Swords is not a bad card at all, okay? Because swords is powerful. It means intellect, word, all right? You're sharp-witted, okay? Sharp-witted and sharp-witted, okay? So Two of Swords, sitting down to just think and relax on how you want to handle a situation intellectually with your words and communicating, that's not a bad card at all. And it's upright. However, look at this imagery. The imagery to me says she started too late. Okay? This woman, I was gonna say this bitch. The girl in the picture barely putting on a bandana now. She barely putting it on now. She ain't even got the swords in her hand. She started too late. She started too late. It's too late for this. Your outcome of what's to come is already sealed. Signed, sealed, and what? Delivered. So it's too late. She started too late to try to figure out what she wants to do. And actually, I guess, let me take that back a little bit. It's never too late to figure out what you want to do, because I guess you can change and switch up anytime you want. But she's already done what she's done, though. So you mean to tell me right now you're trying to figure out how to handle what you already did? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now we are clarifying the energy influence, okay? And this was in reverse. And it's the Five of Pentacles. Now, throughout this whole entire reading, there are pentacles, 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 and cups. Pentacles and cups, and a few wands here and there. Wands just mean action, but mostly pentacles and some cups. And pentacles are money, all right? And the cups represent love and emotions, all right? They're emotions, mostly love, but it can be any emotion that you're feeling deeply, okay? But I just find it interesting that pentacles are all throughout this read. So Five of Pentacles reverse is what is clarifying the upright Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a positive card. It's the action card. It is the card that represented her energy influence for the whole entire reading. Okay, she wants to take action here and now. But it's clarified by Five of Pentacles reverse, which I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Now, five in the tarot means chaos. It means like, kind of like not getting along. Conflict. Conflict is what it means. Conflict, chaos, not getting along, not good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some problems, some issues. Pentacles represent money. Don't nobody want money problems, money conflict, money chaos. All right. So with it being in reverse, I can clearly see right off rip is that her energy going in is, I'm getting ready to do this. I'm confident and I'm getting ready to change, turn my money situation around. Okay. Ain't gonna be no money despair and conflict no more. That's her energy. But let me tell you a little bit more. When the Five of Pentacles is reversed, it means that this person is feeling triumphant. Although they were in a period of isolation and despair, they feel like that period is coming to an end for them. They see a light at the end of the tunnel and they feel like they will prevail. They no longer feel like they are struggling. This person may also feel like they are recovering from a difficult period in their life. Where there once was loss, now there is hope. They are feeling hopeful in the future and they are excited to see what a new day will bring. Okay, okay. I just had to say that part because that obviously is how she felt. That's her energy going in, her overall energy that influenced her to take this action to join this show. Now, we got another card, y'all. Hold on real quick. Come on. And so we are clarifying the card that I went ahead and took that was underneath the energy influence. All right. And it was the reverse King of Pentacles. And it ties back to how we all started, which was the Queen of Pentacles reverse. So we end with the King of Pentacles reverse. And it was saying that there's somebody in your life who has an obsession with material possession. All right. And that is clarified by none other than Six of Pentacles. What? Reverse. Six of Pentacles reverse, which means abuse of generosity, abuse of power or position, gifts with strings attached, and fake charity. Okay, fake charity. Okay, okay. Now, I'm just gonna say fake charity, what stands out to me immediately is Monica's mom getting the vehicle that she uses to go to and from work and take her children to school, having that in her name because Monica's credit was bad, and her taking it back and giving it back whenever she wants. Whenever Monica doesn't do what she wants her to do, or Monica makes her upset, then she takes it from her. And then she gives it back to her. Like, it's all of that. That's gifts with strings attached. It's fake. Actually, it's more a fake charity. It's fake charity to me. She sees Monica as a charity case, and it's fake charity. Point blank, period. So there's no question as to why that is clarifying, the reverse King of Pentacles. It's all about Pentacles. And, and this is Pentacles. And upright, this card, Six of Pentacles, is a beautiful card, actually. It's about generosity and helping others, without feeling, without wanting something in return. It's about giving from the heart. It's a beautiful card. Upright. In reverse, not so much. Not so much. And you guys, if you want just a little bit more, I have one more card for you because let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I felt that Monica has a dark side, so I have a deck for the dark side, and that is my shadow self deck. All right, so that one card is coming right up. Okay, you guys, so we are at the end, and usually I come at you with a quote or a poem, but here it's a little different because this is from a deck that you guys have seen before, although I usually use it when there's runners or some situation where I feel like people are got a little dark side to them. And this is my shadow self deck, okay, where I pull out a card for their shadow self, which is something that they don't want us to see. Their like true self, something that they are possibly working on. So anyway, I was led to do that for Miss Monica, and her card says peaceful among thorns. And that one also, at nobody's surprise, I'm sure by this point, it came out in reverse. Now, I'm going to read to you guys exactly what this card says that this card means. And when I tell you, it reminded me so much of Monica. I was just like, oh my gosh, I love this deck. But I don't use it a lot because it's a dark deck. It's about, your shadow self, and it's dark. But I pull it out when I need to. So here's what it says. We talk too much about spiritual stuff. Spiritual that, spiritual this. Not that the spiritual side isn't important, especially in an age when everything seems reduced to a materialistic drive. But aren't we going too much to the other side? I have a money problem, go spiritual. I have a health problem, go spiritual. I have a love problem. Think of true love and go spiritual. I want to have sex. Go spiritual. If we were truly able to solve problems like this, what is spiritual would have been sold in grocery stores. Okay? You'll be able to get it in every grocery store. Sometimes to solve money problems, you need money. And to solve love problems, you need to fuck. Strange, but true. Getting spiritual is not what solves our problems. It is what gives depth to our solutions. It makes them meaningful. It takes us from the small to the wide, from the river to the ocean, but sometimes we are not ready to make it our center, and therefore it's perfectly fine if we do not. The end. Now, I read that straight from the book, and if that don't sound like Monica, because in the most recent episode that I saw, Monica was just talking about having sex. She made Heather feel uncomfortable. She was asking Heather if her daughter had sex, and then she wanted to talk about sex, sex, sex. Um, and that just seems to be her attitude about spirituality. Like, yeah, she's aware that you need it, but she has a weird relationship with it. Anyway, and on that note, I'm going to ask you guys to please click like and subscribe. Help me get back in the algorithm of this YouTube stuff. I thank you guys so much for sticking around and being here. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I am just getting started, okay? Just getting started. There's more to come. And thank you. And I wish for you guys to have nothing but the best. All right? Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.